Today we're going to see comments. So there are three types of comments. Let's see comments. Okay, three types. So let's see one by one. Three types. Okay. So first one is a single line comment. The first is a single line comment. Okay. First one is a single line comment. Second is a multi-line comments. Multi-line comments. Third one is a documentations comment. Okay. Documentation comments. Okay. So these are the three types of comments which is in Java. So first is a single line comments. So this is the single line comment. Okay. So let's see the work of this. Okay. So here the single line comment is used to comment only one line. Single line comment ni आपण एका line ला comment करू शकतो, देऊ शकतो. Like syntax of single line comments is syntax of single line comment that is C. This is the double with the help of double slash we can give the comments. म्हणजे ज्या कोड मध्ये डबल स्लॅश नी काही लिहिलं असेल त्याचा अर्थ असेल की ते कमेंट्स आहे. ओके. दिस इज अ सिंगल लाईन कमेंट. सिंगल लाईन कमेंट असं सिंटॅक्स मध्ये कोड मध्ये येतं. ओके. लाईन कमेंट आपण कोड मध्ये पण एकदा बघूया कसं आपण पुट करू शकतो. ओके. दिस इज अ सिंगल लाईन कमेंट. Okay, then Java multi-line comment. Then next is a Java multi-line comments. Multi-line comments. Okay, so in single line comments is used to comment only one line. So syntax of this is a single line comment. So in Java multi-line comments, this is the second type, that is a Java multi-line comments. In this, the multi-line comment is used to comment multiple line of code. म्हणजे सिंगल लाईन नी कमेंट आपण एकाच लाईनच्या कोडिंगला कमेंट्स देऊ शकतो आणि मल्टिपल लाईनला आपण जावा द मल्टी लाईन कमेंट इज यूज टू कमेंट द मल्टी लाईन ऑफ कोड्स. सिंटॅक्स असं असेल ह्याचा. सिंटॅक्स ऑफ दिस like this star hash star. Okay, so this one line, then is another line, then this is a multi-line, like multi-line then multi-line comments. So close with. Okay, so see, सिंगल लाईन कमेंट आपण डबल स्लॅश देतो. ओके, एकाच लाईनच्या कोडिंगला आपण सिंगल लाईन कमेंट्स म्हणतो. आणि मल्टी लाईन मीन्स वन बाय वन लाईन आपण कमेंट्स देतो. तर ह्याने स्टार्ट आणि ह्याने एंड. सो ह्याच्या जितकी पण कमेंट्स असेल ते मल्टी लाईन कमेंट्स असेल. ओके, सो दिस इज द टाइप ऑफ मल्टी लाईन कमेंट्स. देन जावा डॉक्युमेंटेशन कमेंट. थर्ड वन इज म्हणजे हे फक्त कोडिंग मध्ये काय रनिंग साठी या कंपाईलसाठी वर्क करत नाही. जस्ट तुम्हाला ते कोडिंग समजावे की काय आहे कोडिंग मध्ये ऍक्च्युअल, त्यासाठी आपण कमेंट्सचा यूज करतो. ओके, सो द डॉक्युमेंटेशन कमेंट्स is a used to create documentation API. To create documentation API, you need to use Java doc tools. The JDK Java doc tools used to DOC, that is documentation comments. Comments when preparing automatically generate documentation. ओके, जेव्हा कमेंट्स प्रिपेअर होते ते ऑटोमॅटिकली कशी जनरेट होते डॉक्युमेंटेशन मध्ये. सो सिंटॅक्स ऑफ दिस लाईक दिस. आपण मल्टी लाईन मध्ये वन स्टार दिलेलो आणि here we have to give 2 star in documentation. Okay, this is your syntax. This is a documentation. This is a syntax. Okay, one minute, let me. So this is the documentation comment. After this, complete with star slash. Okay, So this is the syntax of your documentation comment, single line comment and multiple line comment. Okay, so program necessary comment Java. So now see the bracket code and block. So in Java, there are the few characters that are used as the separators. The most commonly used separator in Java is semicolon. So we using for separator semicolon, semicolon. Okay, that is indicate like this. Sorry, indicate like this semicolon. Okay, so so the separators are say separated semicolon. The most commonly used separator in Java is the semicolon. As you have seen, it is used to terminate the statement. So semicolon आपण statement close करण्यासाठी terminate करण्यासाठी use करतो. Okay, then symbol name and purpose. So काही symbol आहे Java मध्ये जे आपण use करतो. Parenthesis. This is called parenthesis. Okay. So is used to contain list of parameter. या ब्रॅकेटचे आपण जे कंटेन येतं त्याची लिस्ट आपण यूज करण्यासाठी पुट करण्यासाठी वी आर युजिंग वी यूज द पॅरेंथेसिस. सो used to contain list of parameter in method definition and invocation. Also used for defining uh, expression, containing expression in control statement and surrounding cast type. So expression define करण्यासाठी list maintain display करण्यासाठी we are putting parameter in parentheses. Okay, then curly brace, we are using curly brace like this, right? So this brace used to contain the value of automatically initialization array and also used to define block of code for classes, method and local scope. So classes म्हणजे आपण जे क्लास स्टार्ट करतो प्रोग्राम ते स्टार्ट केल्याने त्याला क्लोज करावं लागतं. सो क्लास मेथड स्टेटमेंट क्लोज करण्यासाठी ऑन ऑन अँड क्लोज करण्यासाठी वी आर युजिंग लाईक दिस पॅरामीटर्स. ओपन करण्यासाठी देन क्लोज करण्यासाठी. ओके, दिस इज open and this is for terminate, start and terminate. Okay, this is brass. Then we are using the bracket also, square bracket. So this square bracket is used called square bracket. So used to declare array type. Also used when differing array values. So it's used to declare array type. This is used to declare array type. Then semicolon terminate the statement. We are using semicolon to terminate the statement. Then we are using the after semicolon. We are using we are using in our example comma also, right? So wait a minute. So comma is separate the identifier in variable declaration used to chain statement together inside a for statement. Means to make a chain we are using the comma here. Then this is some types means brass and code block is there like symbol name and purpose. So parenthesis is used to contain the list. Then brass parenthesis, then open and curly brass is used to contain the value of automatically initialization array and terminate statement method. Okay, and the square bracket is used to declare array type. Semicolon and terminate the statement we are using to terminate. Suppose semicolon, suppose we are writing something in like this. Suppose we are using hello example. So to terminate this we are using semicolon. Okay, like this. So these are the some purpose and brasses which we are using in our code, our program. Okay, then variables. Okay, let's see the variables here. So, with the programming, a variable is a location capable of storing temporary data within a program. So, it is a location which is capable to store temporary data in the program. This data can then modify, store, or display whenever needed. So this data, the variable data can be modified, then stored and display whenever needed. The size of block depend upon range over which variable is allowed to vary. A variable definition tells the compiler where and how much storage to create for the variable. Variable, 1 minute. Okay. Okay. So variable define tells the compiler where and how much storage data to create for the variable. A variable definition specifies a data type and contains a list of one or more variable of data types. So types variable list. Here type must be valid Java data type, including character, W underscore character, int, float, double, boolean, that is mean then any use affine object, and variable underscore list may consist of one of or more identifier name. So it's separate by comma. Some value declaration are here, like it's separate by variable, separate by like int always should be in lower case. Okay, it's separated like this, ijk. So semicolon, I already said why we are using semicolon to terminate this statement. Then character, ch, cat, suppose cat, that is a ch, the cat shortcut ch. Then float, we can use float like float, and we can give again fat, that is then double theta. Okay, the line ijk declare and define the variable. So this ijk, see this is ijk. This ijk declare and define the variable ijk, and which instruct the compiler to create variable name ijk for type int. Then there are four types of variable: local, instant, static, and parameter. Local variable, a variable that is declared inside the method, is called variable. जी दे कोडच्या आत मेथड डिक्लेअर होतं त्याला लोकल व्हेरिएबल म्हणतात. Then instance variable, a variable that is declared inside the class but outside the method, is called instance variable. It is not declared as static. Static variable, a variable that is declared as a static, is called what? A static variable. It is cannot be local. So instance variable, static variable. See, let's see one program. Okay, one example. Okay, let's take new. So here we will give class name. Suppose we are doing variables, static, local. So we will give some name. What to give name? Class name, any class name you can give. Suppose you are giving raw example. Okay, suppose you can give any class name, otherwise you can give variable also name. I'm giving here raw. Okay, so class raw, then open. I explain you why I was using this fancy, right? Then int y, int y is equal to 5. Okay, so here y is instance variable. Y is instance variable, an instance variable that is declared inside the class but outside the method. Okay, is called instance variable. It is declared inside the class and outside the method. It is not declared as a static. Okay, so then static in static. I already explained you what is in the statics and all in my previous lecture, right? Then int static int f equal to 4, right? So terminate with the semicolon. Here f is a static variable. Here f is a static variable. Then void display, void display int a. Okay, here a is a parameter of variable. This a is a parameter of variable. So again close it. Then int n equal to 9090. Here n is a local variable. Okay, n is a local variable. Then system dot out dot println system dot out dot println, that is a, okay. Then system dot out dot println, that is and terminate the column, that is a n. Then after complete this, public static void main, public static void main. Here we are using the parameter like string arg. This is a parameter giving the square bracket. Then after we are giving the name raw, like, so we are declaring here raw p1 equal to new, and again raw, because we have to use our class, then only we can display this. Then p1 dot display. Okay. So after this code, let's write the system sorry system dot out dot println. So here we have to display the value of f here, so I am putting this. Then again system dot out dot println, we are putting here println p1 dot y, okay. Terminate this semicolon, then end, terminate this statement method and all. So let's save this program. Okay, dot java extension in desktop, we have saved this program in the desktop for java folder modi. Okay, then run it. If error there, then it will show us error. Okay, so cd java, sorry, we have to specify the desktop name also, because we are working, we are saved on in desktop, on desktop in java folder, right? Then cd java folder name, then java c dot java. If error there, then it will be not compile proper. If we, after compiling, it show the error is there or not, right? Not it's error free, so we have display this line. So we can write the java, our class name, then it will be display 2945, means it display this. Okay, which we put it. Okay, p1 display 29419. This all nr values is display here. Okay, this is a local variable. And also I told you comments type, so here we can give like this comments in double slash. Suppose you want to give the comments. Okay, so here we can do that. Here submit. So here y is instance variable. Okay, variable. So this is we display in like this. So ह्याचा अर्थ जस्ट प्रोग्रामरला अंडरस्टँडिंग साठी आहे, बाकी ह्याचा काही अर्थ नाही या कोडिंग मध्ये. मीन्स लर्निंग पर्पज काही ते कंपाईल करून घेत नाही, फक्त आपण हे लिहिल्यानंतर हे डबल स्लॅश द्यावे लागतं, ह्याचा अर्थ ते कमेंट्स होतो. ओके, so next let's see. After this, let's move on the new point, that is data types. This is your next point, yeah, next chapter, data types. So let's see what is there in data types. Okay, data types. Okay, okay. So data types. Let's see. Data types in the computer science and computer programming, yeah, in IT sector, a data type or simple type is a classification of data which tells the compiler or interpreter how the programmer intend to use the data. So primitive data types are there. Primitive data type. So there are 8 primitive data types supported by Java. Primitive data types are predefined by the language and named by a keywords. So first is a integer. The group include byte, short, int, long. So byte, it is a one byte, 8 bits, integer data type. Value range from byte. So it is a one byte, that is 8 bits, integer data type. One byte, that is one byte, that is 8 bits. Okay, you have learned in your FIC is also byte, bits, and for, right? So one byte is, that is a 8 bits integer data type. The values range from, that is 1 to 8 to 1 to 7. Okay, default value is 0 here. Then examples like byte b equal to 10. So value 128 to 127. Example b equal to 10. Then short, after byte short. So it is a two bytes, that is one byte, that is a 8 bits. So it is a 2 bytes, that is a 16 bit. Okay, 16 bits, 16 bits integer. So integer data type. Value range from here. Value range from 32768 to 32767. Okay, so then default value is 0. Example short s equal to 11. Okay, then int. So int, it is a 4 bytes. So it is a 4 bytes. Okay, 4 bytes, that is nothing but 32 bits. One byte किती 8 bits असतं. Second 8 to the 16. Then like this 4 bytes. Okay, 8 for the 32 bits, right? So this is a 4 bytes. So integer data type. So int, it is a 4 bytes integer data type. The value range from the values range from 214783648 to 214783647. Okay, default value is always 0. So then example is int I equal to 10. Okay, so then long. Okay, long, it is a 8 bytes here, that is it is a 8 byte, that is 8 bytes means 64 bits. Okay, 64 64 bits, so it is a 8 times 64 bits. So the range data type value range from its range is like 9237, means default is value is above 10,000, above 9,000, okay, like this, 9223, then 372. Okay, so example you can give like this value, suppose long L, suppose long L equal to above 9,000, you can use then 1,112. Okay, so this is a type of, or means primitive data type, that is an integer byte. Byte is, it is a 1 byte 8 bits, so value is 122. So you can give under this range, that is example 10. Then short is a 2 byte, that is a 2 bytes integer, that is 16 bit. The value range from 32768 to 32 short as 11. Then in by 4 bytes, that is a integer 4 bytes. Okay, so short, it is a 2 bytes integer data type, and value range from heavy value short ची या range ला है. Okay, then int, it is a 4 bytes. Okay, the values range from these. Okay, example is this. Then long 8 bytes, so long 8 bytes is a 64 bits. The range is about 9,000, below below the 10. Okay, so this is the example, so example like this. Then floating points number. Second point is the floating points number. Floating points number. Okay. So floating points number. This group includes float double. Okay. So it's float. It is a 4 bytes. It is a 4 byte 4 bytes. Okay. That is nothing but 32 bits. 4 byte and 32 bits. So float data type default value is 0.0 f. Default value is 0.0 f. So example of float, like ff is equal to 10.3 f. This is the example or syntax of this float. Okay, we will see an example also, which I already did for you. Okay, then double here, it is a 8 byte. 8 byte means it's nothing but 8 bytes. It is a 8 bytes. It's nothing but the 64 bits. Okay, 64 bits. So this float data type default value is the syntax of is default is D. Sorry, D. Okay. Then example, yeah, syntax of this double double should be double double db. Okay, that is a syntax equal to 11.123. Okay, so doubles these should be not in capital, should be like this. Okay, so then character, first is the integer in we see the what in integer, what here is a integer. Okay, then second is the float. floating point number, and third one is a what character. So here this group represent character which represent symbol in character like letter numbers. So character, it is a 2 bits, it is 2 byte, that is 16 bit. Okay, that is 16 bits. So unsigned Unicode character range is a 0 to 65535. Okay, so example, yeah, syntax of this character: char c equal to a. Okay, so then boolean. After this boolean, so this group represent boolean, which is special type of representing true false value. So it's used, boolean is used to represent the true and false value. Okay, it's used to represent true false value. They are defined constant of language. Default variable is false. So it will be syntax of this like this: boolean b equal to true. Okay, the syntax of this. So this is about your primitive data type: integer, then floating, characters, and boolean. Okay, so here in integer I said that byte, short, then long. Byte, short, and long, these are there. So byte is, it is a 8 bits integer. Then short, it is a 2 bytes integer. Then int is a 4 bytes integer, right? And long is, it is a 8 bytes integer. You know bytes when we convert in bits, right? Then floating points is, this is a group of it is a group include float and double. Float, it is a 4 bytes. Float data type, default value is 0.0 as. Okay, float data type. And this is a syntax of floats. Then example we given like this. Then double, it is 8 bytes 64, 0.0 in double, db at 11.23. This is the syntax like this. Then character, it is a group of represent, which is represent symbol in character set like letter. Okay, number. Then character, it is a 2 bytes unsigned Unicode character range. Okay, then boolean, this is a group of represent, which is a represent type for representing true false value. So let's move on example. See, suppose data type here. Okay, so see, we put it this public appointment. I mentioned like a data type here. So byte, I said the range of byte is between the 128 to 127. So I mentioned here 100. Then short range, I said already that short range is between the 327682 to 32768. So I mentioned here below this range. Then like this I set it whatever range. So त्याची आजची रेंज आपण इथे पुट केले. ओके, बाईट, शॉर्ट, इन, लॉन्ग, फ्लोट, डबल एंड ऑल. ठीक आहे. बुलियन इज ट्रू अँड बुलियन फॉल्स, कारण की बुलियन आयदर ट्रू या फॉल्स असते, जसं मी तुम्हाला एक्सप्लेन केली आता. कॅरेक्टर जे 86 here. So now we have to print this all values. So for print this all value, we are using system out printer. This is used to print the statement. So bytes अपने indicate a color, that's why we are writing like this, right? The and this all. Okay, so we have put it this now. After we want to run this program. Okay, so I already saved this program. Let's move on. Command prompt. Okay, cmd, then dr, then cd, डेस्कटॉप बाय, कारण की आपण आपला प्रोग्राम डेस्कटॉप मध्ये जावा फोल्डर मध्ये सेव्ह केलंय. ओके, सो cd's full form is check directory java. Okay, then we have to compile our program java c data type dot java. जर राईट असेल तर आपल्याला एरर शो होणार नाही. ओके, सो इट्स राईट. जे पण आपण टाईप केलंय केस सेन्सिटिव्ह लँग्वेज आहे जावा, त्यात लोअर केस आणि अप्पर केसचं आपल्याला लक्ष ठेवावं लागतं. ओके, देन कोड नेम जावा. Okay, then after we have to give the java then java interpreters type. So we will get the r value series बाईटची व्हॅल्यू काय होती जी आपण प्रिंट केली होती, जे काही आपण प्रिंट केलं 123 987 whatever we print we get here boolean false, then character y. ओके, सो हा आपला आउटपुट आहे. ओके, आणि हा आपला प्रोग्राम आहे सोर्स कोड आणि इट इज आर आउटपुट. ओके, सो दिस इज अशा टाईपचे तुम्हाला प्रोग्राम्स रन आहेत जावा मध्ये. ओके, आणि आपण हे जावा प्रोग्राम रन करण्यासाठी नॉटपॅड प्लस प्लस यूज करतोय. त्याच्या आधी आपल्याला जेडीके हे इन्स्टॉल करून घ्यावं लागतं. ओके, देन जेडीके इन्स्टॉल ही सी फाईल, जेव्हा तुम्ही जेडीके इन्स्टॉल कराल ते बाय डिफॉल्ट तुमच्या सी प्रोग्राम फाईल मध्ये सेव्ह होईल. देन तुम्हाला प्रोग्राम फाईल मध्ये जाऊन देन तुम्हाला नोटपॅड मध्ये नोटपॅड प्लस प्लस मध्ये जाऊन आपला सोर्स कोड लिहावा लागेल. सी हा नोटपॅड प्लस प्लस आहे. ओके, सो तिथे जाऊन तुम्हाला फाईल सेव्ह ॲज डेस्कटॉप मध्ये एक जावा फोल्डर तयार करायचं. त्या आपल्याला त्या डेस्कटॉप मध्ये जावा फोल्डरने सेव्ह करायचं आहे. आणि जावा फोल्डर वॉटेवर तुम्ही जे पण नाव द्याल त्याचं नाव तुम्हाला तिथे मेन्शन करावं लागेल. ओके, then only you can run your program, you can able to see your output. Okay, so today's lecture over here. Thank you.